How to defeat evil witches in Wildlands. Wildlands is an additional area in adventures that become available to players after they complete level 86 in the campaign mode. These wild missions have 5 types of powerful bosses that we can fight with, and then as a reward we can get fragments of emptiness and color fragments that can be used for learning heroes' masteries. The power of the bosses will increase as the player gains higher level of experience. So for example, a player who is level 87 will have less powerful bosses than somebody who is level 130. Each of the wild adventures has 5 levels of difficulty. Levels 1 and 2 will grant experience and fragments of emptiness. Levels 3 to 5 will additionally give chests with color shards, art of war books, hero shards, and other resources. Evil witches are on Tuesdays and on Saturdays. They are green and they drop green fragments. Game give us a little tip what kind of heroes we need for this mission, and it says the witches are applying debuffs and burning mana. You will want heroes that apply buffs or remove debuffs. Each level has 2 witches that have different special skills like Cursed Mark and then Melting Mana, but they have very similar qualities. They are both ranged enemies, so they attack from any position and take cover behind obstacles. They both attack every 3 rounds. This is a slash attack and is independent of mana level, and they cannot be turned into sheep. Now, I'm not going to say this word again because I really struggle with the pronunciation. So let's say from now on they cannot be turned into an animal. I just say the word that means something completely different. Okay, so they cannot be turned into an animal is a code for being immune to anything that will try to stun them. So Master Arcuenon is the hero that turns an opponent into an animal, so this hero will be completely useless against those witches. But so will be the Beast Hunter with his stuns, or Medusa with her petrifying skills. Now, I'm not sure how effective would be Cleo's artifact in that instant, just because my artifact is not strong enough, and I suspect it will not stun the witch, but I would appreciate some comment, or if someone could confirm it in the comments, so we will know. Now, let's go to the individual special skills of the witches. The Wicked Witch on the left, she reduces all opponents' attack by 50% for 6 rounds, which is really long and can make the battle last forever, but it also reduces all opponents' defense by 50% for 6 rounds, and this can be very dangerous if not dealt properly with. Now, the Evil Witch on the right, I personally consider more annoying, as she completely burns mana of one attacking hero and chooses the hero with most mana at the time when her skills are active. If more than one hero have the same amount of mana or full mana, she will pick one at random. I watched a video by Matatakk here on YouTube. I will leave the link in the description so you can check it for yourself. And he said in case of 2 heroes with the same amount of mana, the Evil Witch will pick the one which is positioned more to the left. Now, I tested it, and it doesn't seem that this way anymore. It looked more random to me. It may be because the Matatakk video is about 6 months old, and some changes were introduced since then. Regardless, his videos are very well made, with lots of useful info, so I will strongly encourage you to watch them. They are in French, but have very good English subtitles, so this is very helpful. If you watch them, show Matatakk some love by subscribing to his channel and leaving a comment, and as I said, links to his channel and the video are in description below. Okay, back to our witches. Battles against those witches can be long, especially with weaker heroes, so the attacking team needs support from a good healer, or even 2. Best option, and I agree here with Matatakk, would be Ivy, which restores health, increases attack, and removes debuffs. Also, Ruadan, who heals and removes debuffs. If you have both, use both in the same team. That's what I usually do. If you don't have any of those healers, and the only available ones for you are Red Priestess, which doesn't have the healing abilities. Maybe you have Haruko, which also doesn't cleanse anything. Then you could maybe pair them with Rune Master. What Rune Master does, he increases allies' attack by 25 and increases allies' defense by 25. So Rune Master can override the spell. You can see here is attack reduced by 50 and defense reduced by 50. Now when we fire him and check again what is left, so he did override defense and attack spells. If somebody is just starting and don't have neither Ivy, nor Ruadan, nor Rune Master, there is a rare hero, one rare hero that can help. I'm not a big fan of leveling them, but even unleveled it can be helpful. That's Alexander, and he is fast. He increases Ali's attack by 20, which means he will override the attack decrease from the witch, and it restores health. So very nice hero to play with if you don't have any options. Just make sure that he is fire after the wicked witch applied her marks, so he has a chance to override whatever was cast on your heroes. If somebody was lucky enough to get Gerard the Slayer, he is very effective in controlling mana gain of an enemy. I don't have this hero, so cannot test him, but some smart people on Discord reassured me that he is a good choice against witches, so thanks Balini, P and Tessa, great advice as always. So Gerald, he will burn 200 of all opponents' mana, so it will affect both witches. It will reduce all opponents' mana gain by 20% for 4 rounds, and will also reduce attack by 10%. Next thing Matatakk suggests is to have one fast charging hero that will be used as a bait for the evil witch on the right. So she will have a hero ready to suck the mana from, and this way it will just protect other heroes or prevent her from reducing mana randomly. So the bait hero, once charged, you don't use this hero specials, and you let the witch suck its mana. As a bait, I like to pick fast red sniper hero, so it will have good effect on runes attacking abilities, and there is really plenty heroes to choose from. When the witch on the right is killed, you can use the bait hero to attack the one on the left, because it served its purpose and the special skills can be used. We don't need to hold it charged anymore. So here I will start with uncommon and rare heroes. Again, just in case you are just starting, the roster, the collection is quite poor at this point, so you can pick any hero you want, and sometimes you can even work with unleveled hero on hero that is level 30 or maximum 40. They can be still quite useful. So from uncommon heroes, as a bait, I would probably use the Demon King. He is a fast charging, he is a sniper, which is great, and he reduces opponents' defense by 10%. Rare heroes, you could use Felix. He's again fast red sniper. He doesn't do anything else, but as a bait, it probably will be perfectly enough. Or you can use Grook. And Grook, he's again fast. He's not really a sniper, but he does some healing. So again, if there's a problem with healers in your team, he can do some work for you in this area. From epic heroes, Pyromancer, Quatra, and Vulcan. They are all multi-hitters, so wouldn't be my first choice, but Pyro and Quatra, they have damage over time abilities, so this can be actually quite helpful in a fight. There are no fast legendary heroes, and in mythic heroes, there is an Amanita, but she is a multi-hitter, so not necessarily the best choice for this battle. Finally, exclusive heroes, there is a Don Diego, who is a fast sniper, and he is my hero of choice. Somehow I managed to get him quite early in the game. You can of course pick any other fast hero as a bait of any element. Really depends what is in your current collection and what you like to play with. Another hero which can work as a bait is Grimlock, because he has immunity to mana burn. So once he's charged up, just keep him charged and he will protect other heroes, like here. Perfect. So now we have heroes of 3 different elements in our attacking team and 2 spaces to fill. Some players like to attack with rainbow teams, so each hero of different element or different color, which means every rune that hits enemy will be causing damage. I like to use 2 more red heroes to give the red runes more attacking power, but this means that the blue and yellow runes would not cause any damage, but only charge the enemy, that's all. So for my 2 red choices, I would probably choose, depends on availability, Mr. Hawks. He is a sniper, but he's slow. He reduces the opponent's defense by 10% for 4 rounds, but his last special skill, the preventing gaining mana, this one will not work because the witches are immune to this particular effect. Next option would be a Crackaboom. This guy, he is a multi-hitter, but he reduces the opponent's attack by 20%, so if somebody likes to have the attack reduced, this is a good choice. Probably my favorite of the red heroes for this particular battle is Rocking Wheel. He grants 200 mana to all allies except the caster, and it increases allies' attack by 20% for 6 rounds. So very nice. Not 4, not 2, but 6 rounds. Then we have 2 exclusive heroes that can actually be useful as well. That one is Cupid. He deals damage to 2 opponents, which is great because we have 2 opponents there. And all these middle skills, moving opponents and immobilizing them, this will not really work because the witches don't really move, but it will reduce the opponent's attack by 20% for 4 rounds. So Cupid, quite a nice choice if somebody has him. And another one is Abaku. He's a lovely sniper with normal charge, and he also does some healing, so really then you can maybe juggle around the second healer you have. Really depends on which heroes are in your team. If you side more towards rainbow team, you can maybe choose Dragon Prince, who is a yellow hero, and he does reduce opponent's defense by 15%. You can pick the Rune Master. I already mentioned him before. So he will increase attack and defense of allies, but he will also override the witch on the left. Crooked Tooth may be a good option as well. He's fast and he reduces opponent's attack by 25% for 6 rounds. Quite a nice skill as well. So whoever you add to your team, it will be really greatly depending on what you have in your roster. I would personally choose fast heroes and normal heroes over slow ones, and I would choose snipers or heavy hitters over multi-hitters. So really make sure that there is a good balance between hitters and healers and supporting heroes, that you actually have some firepower to attack those witches. My current team against the witches is more rainbow now than it used to be, just because I'm using 2 very powerful life leeching heroes. I'm using Cleo and Bastian, and really this team is so powerful that I actually play all the levels on autoplay and they just do the job for me. Let's try to play level 2 with my previous team. So we will keep Ruodan, Ivy, Don Diego, and we will add Crackaboom and Rocking Wheel, and let's talk through all the moves I will be doing. Because I don't have any ice nor light heroes, so the corresponding runes will do no damage, but they will build up an enemy charge. So I will try, if possible, to make my rune matches either on a side or in the middle so I don't hit the enemy. Not always possible. So the Wicked Witch on the left has fired, and now all my heroes have defense and attack reduced by 50%. This is not ideal situation. I have no red tiles, as you can see. So I will be trying not to charge the witch on the right. We'll see how it goes. Now, my Rodan is charged up, which means I can cleanse the defense down of my heroes. If I don't do it now, which on the right, it will fire, it will suck out the mana. I think I will lose the mana of my Ivy. Looking at the mana strip, it looks like Ivy has the most charge, or maybe it will still be Don Diego. We'll see. Maybe he will save me. All right, so my defense is back to normal. Perfect. Okay, so Don Diego, my bait, has charged up. There she goes. She removed the charge from him. It's fine. So now my Rocking Wheel is charged up. He will add his attack increase. This will override the witch on the left. But because my Ivy is nearly charged, and I probably will just charge her up with one move of 3 runes, I can easily now just use those heroes. Now, because he added 200 mana, my ivy is now charged up. Now my Crack-a-Boom will reduce attack of the witch on the left, and I will wait with my ivy for the witch of the left to fire. Okay, my defense and attack are down, so ivy will do some cleansing. So now my Rowardan is charged up. I'm ready for the witch on the left. So I will try to push some tiles on her, and hopefully she will charge so I can remove all the cars. There you go. Just one more move. Perfect. Now attack and defense down. Ruodan is working, cleanses everything, pushes health up. Now the next witch which will fire will be the one on the right, so I will try to push up my bait. Now my bait is up. I will see if I can move the witch on the left again and charge up Ivy. Oh, not the best. Okay, I have two. We'll see which one I lose. Huh, that was very lucky. I lose Don Diego, so the bait worked. Now Ivy will cleanse the fence and attack up. This should finish off the witch on the left. Now, I'm normally trying to finish the witch on the right. It's just happened in this particular battle that it was the witch on the left that died first. It wasn't what I intended. No. That's it. Okay. So that's how my team managed to kill the witches. I wish you all the best in your battles. Hope you find this helpful. If you find any other heroes more useful than what I mentioned, please leave in the comments. I will be happy to try them out and see how they work. Thanks again for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.